Here we are again in just a small patch of woodland, very small. Yeah, eighth of an acre maybe. This little patch. There's rubbish everywhere. Rubbish hanging in the trees. It's become the flag of the modern age in the winter in the United Kingdom. Some plastic bag or rubbish dangling from the tree branches. And what's this? Somebody's dumped a load of charity envelopes here. Maybe don't know where they've come from, but there's quite a few. Maybe someone stole them, opened up a bag and saw what it was and have dumped them here. But there must be a few hundred scattered around here. More rubbish. Yeah, that's new rubbish that's been dumped in the past couple of weeks or so. It's just so sad to see. Let's do one little act of good. Let's get that bit of take it off the tree branch. A tiny piece of nature restored. But the council, Knowsley Council, Parks and Gardens departments, whatever they're called in this day and age, they change the title every year, but there's just nobody tasked to do this work at all. You can see it's just accumulated for years, the rubbish. Look at this, an acquired taste. Black cherry. Vodka. I'd say there must be 100, 200 or more pieces of rubbish, plastic and so on in every square metre in this very small patch of woods. It's the size of an half decent back garden, no more, easy to maintain. Especially if you get out there in the winter, that's the time to do this stuff. I think that's when they lay off a lot of these parks and gardens workers. That looks like the remnants of an old wheelie bin fire. That's what that is. You see quite a bit of that out when you're out and about. bit of building material may have blew off in the recent gales we had, or storm. Yeah, so what should just be a little pleasant meander in the English countryside, or a patch of woods in a town, what used to be countryside, just turns into an unpleasant experience. Look. It's just everywhere, everywhere. When spring and summer comes, it'll be covered up, so a plastic bucket which has become half buried. Yeah, the rubbish here is just absolutely appalling. It really is. Small plastic sandwich container. One-use plastic, one-use plastic, one-use plastic. That's 80–90% of the rubbish here. Sad to see more bits of plastic hanging on the trees. I can't reach into them. Going through the blackberry thorn bushes. If you're English, or if you live in England and you're English now, you should really go out into the countryside, into the woodlands, because there are a lot of places in the United Kingdom and England which are absolutely beautiful to walk in, spend a few hours by yourself, with friends, with your family, whoever and whatever. Here we go, here's another plastic bag hanging in the young saplings there. We'll dispose of that one. That's two of them we've helped dispose of. There it goes. It's become like the flag of the nation, this thing. See, look at the state of that. Go. Keep it tidy. There's quite a few birds use this area and the other areas. Yeah, quite a few. Just looking at a dog walker going past there. And ultimately I can't throw all this at the council, at the politicians, at the governments. I mean, who's coming out here throwing all this stuff? Probably not your local MP, to be fair on him or her. It's an old party banner, an old birthday banner. 8th. Oh, it's a 18th birthday party banner. It's obviously blew off in the wind. A lot of it isn't deliberate, you know, things blow in the wind, you're walking along with a bag of chips and or a crisp packet and you drop it and it blows away. But most rubbish out here is people have just thought, I'll throw this rubbish away. I know when you're young you might not think it's cool to be concerned about things like that, but it is. You should go against the tide if you need to with other young people who may not care about rubbish, because this is where the world's pollution starts. This is where it begins. Look at this shit. Look at the crisp packets everywhere. Look. Quarterbacks, crazily strong cheeseburger flavoured corn snap. Yeah, eating them is going to turn you into quarterback, not. No crisp packets, the polystyrene cups, one-use plastic. Glass bottle, I mean, they're not too bad. Glass is going to break down. It's a 100% natural material is glass, but obviously when it breaks, that's when it presents itself as a danger to nature and a danger to people. Look at this. I won't disturb it too much. It's a hole of some sorts. Probably rabbits, but look at all that plastic surrounding. Look at it all. Plastic everywhere. This is where all this pollution starts. Because if you don't care where that crisp packet goes, when you throw it away, why should you expect all these big companies to give a shit about anything? They're just following your example, or you're following their example. You have to think for yourself. I know when you're young, you're going to want to go with the crowd to some extent. You don't want to be seen as standing out on your own. But we all stand out on our own, no matter what. Even if you're someone who just runs with the crowd all the time. Yeah, the plastic here is just unbelievable. Here we are with a one-use plastic. Should be banned, ladies and gentlemen. It should be banned completely. Could be. As we've seen with this scandemic, the COVID-19 84, it's a case of the government can just say whatever they want at this point, can't they? I mean, they've just spent billions, is it 26, 36, God knows whatever it is. And most of it's being spent on one-use plastic. PPE, one-use plastic, the masks, one-use plastic. Trillions of them masks are going to be made. And for what? To stop someone vulnerable catching something off you. If you're vulnerable, it's up to you to take steps to make sure your vulnerabilities are covered. If you want to wear a mask, that's entirely your choice, but don't wear a one-use disposable mask. Don't do that. Because to be quite frank, if we're going to be saving just a few of us and damaging the environment to that extent with all this PPE, the masks, the needles, the visors, the hand wash bottles, all the rest of it, all the one-use gowns that all the medical staff put on. I know some have to do that regardless, pandemic, scamdemic or not. Well, thankfully we haven't seen any masks on this walk. But step outside this small woods here and you will see them. I might throw up a few photographs of them so you can see what's out there. And they're just a few. I'm not walking around taking, pictures of masks for some kind of hobby. Just as I'm walking about doing my business, I've got my phone or camera with me, so I'll take pictures of anything I see. Don't worry if you've just robbed the bank and you're running away, I'll probably not take a video of yourself. No. But cause some harm to the community, I would do so. I'll have to do an early morning walk and I'll let you hear the bird song here, which is magnificent first thing in the morning. The dawn chorus is an old nest from last year, see? It's an old nest, that. With there being a small children's park there, they seem to pay a little bit more attention to the rubbish. I mean, I can see quite a bit piling up at the back, but around that area they do seem to keep it fairly clean for most of the time. It certainly is now, so whoever looks after that, well done. And at this point, just looking up at that nest there, I think we'll end this little walk and talk. Catch you later.